to actually get everybody hired, find a building, and get them trained.
Okay.
So while they're doing that, Crime Stoppers is actually going to be implementing their part, which is actually increasing the capacity of neighborhood watches. They're also going to restart Moms Demand Action, Students Demand Action, and they're doing some after-school programs as well. So all of this ties in with community violence intervention.
Okay. Last question. Where are the after-school programs going to be held? Where? What schools?
We don't know.
We haven't identified those yet?
identified that
Okay.
yet, no.
Mr. President,
Mr. Johnson.
I'm going to approve these, but I just need to make this statement. As a council as a whole, and as we're working through this ARPA process, it has not been fluid. It has not. We should not have received this today. The issue I had, I want to go back, I'm going to read an excerpt that's in these contracts, because what I'm finding is funds are not being distributed like they should, or we're not getting updates on projects now. Not all of them, because I'm going to go ahead and say, Pipe don't give us what we need. Pipe is coming through. They going to update all their projects, but when these projects are in other spaces, going out to other organizations, we are not being updated. We should have a quarterly update. That should be going to Ms. Beeville and coming to the council. And I almost feel like everybody need to come and report to us, because we have not been getting the updates. This is not transparent. As a government, we should be operating in transparency. The council don't even know what's going on, so we can't even be transparent to tell you what's happening. So I'm gonna just read this, because y'all know, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say it. I'm not going to jail, but no, I'm gonna say it. So subrecipients and beneficiaries are required to make quarterly reports of their expenditures to the city and the county for preceding quarters until the funds are spent. The contract also requires them to communicate any budget changes to the project monitor. Additionally, the project monitor should be communicating with each organization regularly and providing leadership with updates. If the subrecipient or beneficiary does not complete the financial reporting or fails, I need to highlight this, to spend the money in the manner designated by the contract, which came through resolution to the council. We've already made these, so any changes that's happening, it needs to be a new contract coming to this council and a new resolution. Nothing is done in the departments without coming through the council when it comes to these ARPA dollars. Because when all said and done, that'll fall on the mayor and the council, not the departments that's making decisions and changing things. And so to spend money in the manner designated by the contract, and then the city could explore options to amend or terminate contract. I want to highlight that. If you are receiving ARPA dollars and you are not doing what was said in these contracts and changes are being made, we have the right to suspend or terminate that contract and put another RFP out. We are approaching December 31st, and the city of Montgomery has not been doing what we're supposed to be doing, council, and we ain't been holding, and the compliance is real. We're receiving huge federal dollars. If we mess this up, we won't get any more federal dollars. We have to do this right. We have to do this right.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Thank you, Mr. Combs.
Thank you, Marcia.
Yes.
All right.
Don't have a motion.
We need a motion to suspend.
Motion to suspend rules.
All in favor, please raise your hand.
What we suspend the rules for?
Mic check. All right, we're in there. Let's check the level.
Unanimous.
Motion to adopt.
All in favor, please raise your hand.
But this can't happen again. It cannot, we can't do this.
Resolution is adopted.
Thank you.
It's a change, man.
Mr. President, I do have some contingency funds before the council. I put a sheet before you for District 3, $1,500 to Erinwood Neighborhood Association, $250 to MPS for Capitol Heights Middle School for PBIS store, $1,350 to Uptown Neighborhood Association, $500 to Boss Youth League, $2,000 to ASU Foundation for Women's Flag Football Team, $4,000 to Destiny Driven, and for District 6, $1,500 to Southern League Baseball.
All right, anyone else?
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Ms.
I
Beard?
need to do 500 to Rosa Parks Day Junior Golf Classic.
I can't hear you.
500 to Rosa Parks Day Junior Golf Classic.
I'm not understanding. I'm sorry.
500 to Rosa Parks Golf Classic.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan.
Filling in.
Is anybody else?
Anyone else?
Before we move on, CC, do we need as a council to vote on what we talked about that to just,
I'm gonna let Stacy address that.
okay.
Well, we've still got to vote on this.
Yeah, we need a vote. Need a motion for approval. All in favor, please raise.
Motion approved.
All in favor, please raise your hand.
Unanimous.
All right.
Thank you, council. That's all I have.
All right. All right, so, we have anything from council's committee? I guess we can talk about that. And I text Ms. Bellinger about the discussion that we had earlier in the executive session. And it's my understanding that we can do a resolution that's signed by the council because we don't have anything before us to vote on right now, and then that will work to give the mayor to approve, to do the agreement that we talked about.
Okay, we're gonna have that pretty quick.
I'll get that like this week, before you break for Christmas. All right, I'll work on that in the morning.
Okay.
All right. Any other thing from the council?
Mr. President,
Ms.
Johnson.
Johnson?
It
Y'all
was-
work me today, man.
I know. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do. I asked that we carry over this about the planning commission because I feel like I've mentioned it a few times. So with this coming up, maybe this can be our place where we really take the time as a council and look at how we're appointing to boards, who we're appointing to boards, and if there's anything that needs to be updated. Because from just looking back, some of this stuff date back to, I ain't trying to put my age out there, but before I was born.
We know.
It goes back from before I was born, and we're approaching 2025. And as we adjusted and moving the city forward, we need to ensure that the things that we do behind the scenes are also moving forward and staying in place and up to date, so that the decisions that are made are done in accordance to what we're doing. And we just haven't done those reviews like we should. And as a council, I think we need to take accountability and do that as we're doing this for the planning commission.
All right, thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President.
I have some, Mr. President.
check, one-
I need, Mrs. Blaylock, do you have that information on Beeline, on Fairview?
Yes, ma'am, I do. You had limited their store hours to 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I've received the information on their new security guard company. They're with W&S Security LLC, and they sent me their contract agreement with them as well as a certification from the Alabama Security Regulatory Board. So they've met the requirements that you were asking of them.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're requesting for you to change the time.
Yes, ma'am. Also, Mr. President, they have a contract with Shell Service Station, the gas company, that they have to be open 24 hours to keep their binding contract with them. So we're asking for them to be open 24 hours with security 24 hours at that store as well.
I hear myself.
That's Shell
Great.
at 830 West Fairview Avenue.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You're going to allow them to be open 24/7.
Let's see if
Yes, ma'am. Is that okay, Mr. President?
Hey, that's,
Okay, since the council had voted on that, the other hours, they need to vote on this also.
Yes, ma'am.
all right, need a motion to suspend the rules?
It's not, it's just a motion to oppose
Okay.
extension of hours.
microphone check.
Just a motion to extend the hours for 24 hours due to the fact that they do have a binding contract with Shell Gas Company that arbitrates them to be open 24 hours, and they do have 24-hour security, certified security on property at all times.
All right. All right, is that the consensus of the council? You need a show of hands. All in favor of the motion, please raise your hand.
Unanimous.
All right, I had two people to speak, wanted to speak to me on the Shell, or speak to the council on the Shell Fairview location. Are you in the audience? I see Shan.
I think those were the two owners.
And Big,
I think these are the two
Okay.
owners of this station.
They don't need to speak anymore.
Y'all still need-
you signed up on the roster to speak.
Can you speak into the mic?
You can.
Good evening, sir.
Check 1 2
Speaking
1
to the
2
mic.
1 2 1 2 1
Is
2.
it good now?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So,
Your name?
my name is Vivek.
Okay.
And I'm representing Fairview Convenience Science, the gas station which we were just speaking about.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Testing 1,
so
2,
you know
3.
what just happened?
What is that?
They extended the hours from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. for 24-hour operation. So that's what you requested, and what you want to speak to us, see what that. So you good luck with your business.
This audio, it's getting
Thank you.
computer, mic check, yeah, these ain't got nothing.
All right.
Also,
I think it's
Mr.
got
President, I
something to
want
do
to,
with right here.
put out some information if you don't mind. We're.
Can I do my,
Oh, yeah.
all right, then I come back. Ask for council as a committee, no one says. All right, and our public communication, non-agenda.
So,
I need one with.
tip ring, ring sleeve, black line. Which I don't know why you would need that on a external audio, but maybe it's got something to do with this, splitter.
Now I understand why the film's so cheap. What do you learn these things, don't you?
Alright, video's going off, so I'm gonna turn it off.
You are the man. Okay, let me see what this is right here. Okay, so we need three black rings, right? Okay, two.
And you can get adapters, for sure. Like this one's, yeah,
That's it, three.
that's got 3, so that would hook up into there. So yeah, those are your favorite. These might work. Let's try. Or I'm gonna throw it. I laid it. I didn't throw it.
It wasn't the person.
It wasn't the first time.
I said it wasn't the person.
Mic check, mic check. No, this something that ain't working. Maybe it's this. Yep, this is dead. This is dead.
What's dead?
This piece is dead.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep, that's what it is. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
But why can't we just use more than one?
Well, because this you can. Let me try this. You got another adapter? But sometimes you have to get a little headphone mixer because, it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Do-do-do. And that's just the way it is. Blang, 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 blang. Yeah, if this room had more, see, it's all wood. If it had more like
Like the things on the wall.
Yeah.
Sound preference.
or carpet or just anything, that baffle would go away. But when you get close on the mic, you can't really tell it. Let's see if this works.
Oh man.
What? What?
Hey, we're working things out here, okay? We're working things out. It's entertainment.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. I can hear it, for sure. There we go, mic check, mic check. Yeah, this ain't too bad. It ain't perfect. It ain't, yeah. The control room, I can put it in the control room and hear it. Yeah, it's fine.
Here's
What? You got look at all the headphones you got. Here we go. Got more headphones than anybody I've ever met in my life.
I can figure out how to make money with it.
What?
It's all right. It looks like to be broke, to be a millionaire, but it's bad to be broke as a millionaire. Which one are we using here? The blue one?
No, you use the black ones.
Good. Black is good.
Yeah, I don't really need headphones.
doing all right. So where can we see if anybody on this thing?
And then
And I'm so used to not having a good chair. Oh, this is great.
and then let's go to where's your live? Right. Comments. It's not that blurry. It's just the computer catching up.
Don't go changing.
There's your comments. Where's your phone so I can share it out?
No, that's still kind of blurry.
Well, it's look. I'll show you.
Okay.
See, it's not on here.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's just whenever. Hold on. Actually, you could.
Do a refresh.
Yeah. And it'll probably get. But you're gonna be on here. Then.
Oh, there we go. Hello, how you doing?
Dang, the vertical looks good.
Okay, so how's everybody doing? We just let me get this microphone over. Well, now we just got that. That's a lot of reverb. I don't know what much we can do about it.
That's just sound.
See, coming up from that mic, it sounds. It'll sound.
As
Hello. Hello.
mic check one. Mic me. I'm loud. I'm loud. Sorry.
I think that's what it is. I think it's too loud. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. That sounds a little bit better right there. Yeah. Don't go change.
Dang, it is loud. These are great mics.
Yeah. Okay then. Okay, we're in day number.
What about now? Sorry.
We're not getting as much
Reverb?
because we turned it down a little bit, but
Yeah, it's just a trial and error thing.
yeah, just trial and error. That's what we're doing. Okay,
This is the only way you find out is by execution.
by execution. That's right. So, how's everybody doing out there? And I got to figure out where everybody is on this thing. Now, we are getting our podcast thing together here, and so we are endeavoring to fix whatever problems that are with us tonight. But we are working on it. We had to put all kind of stuff into this thing, and so we can sound good or sound bad or however you want to do it. But anyway, I hope oh now that's better. That's better right there. Yeah, baby. That's
Get it.
anyway. Good morning.
boy.
Good afternoon. I keep saying I gotta understand. I'm not on in the mornings anymore. So good afternoon. Just got if you noticed the city council meeting a few minutes ago, they were talking about that group called Live or Live Free. Now here's the problem with Live Free. After research, how come I'm hearing that?
I'm sorry. I'm turning it down.
Okay. How come when I looked at the research of Live Free, and I got a problem with the mayor and the city council, $6 million, because they're from Illinois. Do you know what happens in Chicago, Illinois every year? Same thing that happens in New York. Hundreds of people get shot and killed. Now, here's the question I have to ask for the city council, the mayor. If this group was so efficient at doing what they do, then why is it that they cannot control the crime in Chicago? Okay. It was so bad that when Barack Obama left, he didn't go back. Okay. He didn't go back. Live Free, $6 million. Have we not figured out by now? It's got nothing to do with money. It is a culture thing. It's a culture thing. I mean, our music is raunchy. It's violent. Young folks today don't really know what class is. Some of them do. Those are good folks. That's good. But for the most part, though, why are we going to give this group $6 million? Okay. Now, if you want to call a brother up, you can, and you can. The number's on the screen if you want to call us. you know, and that's fine because because I want to hear. I mean, why should we give somebody $6 million who's got more murders in their city than most cities in America? So if their program is so good, then why is it that they cannot maintain Chicago? And let's not even talk about New York, Los Angeles. Let's not talk about those things. So $6 million. Now I don't know how much, and ARPA money, which is what, and I'm agreeing with the city councilwoman, Ms. Johnson, who was saying, you know, we need to do something different here. Okay, but again, I'm not for this thing. Not at all. Not at all. You know, it's like putting more money in. We always put more money in schools, right? Put more money in schools, and the schools never get better because it's not about money. It is about expectations. The expectation of excellence in our schools. We always think we want to put more money in them. Listen, you know how much money was being spent on us when I was in school, when everybody's in school? No. Private schools spend less money, but they do a better job. Okay. And I get so tired of hearing this thing about, well, you know, we gotta educate everybody. Well, that's your job, is to educate everybody. But there are some people, if I gave you two glasses, they both got clear water in them. One has strychnine and one does not. Which glass are you going to drink from? Guess what? I'm not taking either one. Well, that's the thing we should do when it comes to our schools and this money. It is not money. And violence is not money. I mean, somebody's going to get a lot of money. Somebody's going to get paid. Somebody's going to be doing good with this $6 million. But I guarantee you not one iota will change in our cities and towns until we make it happen. Okay? Until dads figure out how to get home, till dads figure out they need to put the piece of wood on their kids. I know we don't want to put wood on kids. We don't want to. I was listening to this commercial on the radio one day. Oh, don't spank them. All that do was make them angrier. Yeah, but all that's going to do is make me angrier. So that don't bother me at all. Okay, that's what the word dad comes from. Okay, I got to come up with an acronym for dad. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to call us, hey, so how do we tell everybody we're live? How do we do that? Can we not have a way of doing that? What time is it? 6:45 tomorrow. Okay. Well, yeah. We got to start doing that so people.
No, so
yeah.
We'll do it like this.
Don't go changing, trying to please me. I love you just the way you are. Ooh. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. I love you just the way you are. Oh.
All right, on their phone,
okay. Mm-hmm.
They just go here.
Yeah. Put it over there, but so they can see all that from where they are. I thought they can just see us. Okay.
All right. So go here.
Yeah.
There's gonna be 3 dots.
Right, 3 dots. Okay.
And it's gonna say, well, no, let's go to someone else's page.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Mm-hmm. Aronde. Yeah. Okay. So Ronnie's page.
That's different here.
Yeah. Okay.
Here.
We're gonna get it right in a minute here.
Yeah. Well, it's easier on your phone. Let me poke around a little bit. See friendship.
Okay. We see the friends right there. Okay, I got you.
Okay. So that's what we do. You hit friends.
Okay.
If you're on desktop. If you're on the phone,
it still says friends.
Where's your phone at?
Yeah, you had it. Yeah, somewhere right there. Yeah.
And then you go to favorites. You hit favorites.
Okay, we go to friends, and then we hit favorites. Where's favorites at?
See, so let's go to.
We got favorites, edit friends list, unknown, unfollow, and unfriend.
On the phone, I'm going to show it to the camera.
Oh, okay, then yeah, do that.
Focus. All right.
Focus.
This is on the phone, and then there'll be 3 buttons right here. Those 3 buttons are gonna say "See Friendship," and
Yeah.
different. It used to be
Well, maybe we gotta figure this out later. Yeah. Well, my technician is here is figuring these things out. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. It is about 15 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock. And again, we get this all together by next week. We plan to be going full force in the daytime, not necessarily at night, but every once in a while we'll do some night when if the issues are hot enough and important enough, you know. So we'll do that. Sad to hear that a girl shoots a bunch of people in Wisconsin and kills herself. What in the world could make a person do that? And a female. So it's not just, I'm telling you, it's something in the food. It's just gotta be. It's gotta be something in the food. It just can't be that kids all of a sudden now in the last 20 years have said, let's go out and shoot people in schools. It's gotta be something in the food, you know. So somebody needs to do an investigation in chicken. Okay? And I'm not even joking about this.
You got a chicken conspiracy.
I think there is. Because what do we all eat? Everybody I know eats fried chicken.
Yeah, but if you add up the millions of people that eat fried chicken and did like 100,000 people.
No. They don't do it in all the chickens. They put it in a few chickens here and there. Therefore, see, because they can figure that out. But now think about this. Everybody you know eats fried chicken at some point or another. Okay? Now, if you give it, and this ADHD crap that they keep giving our kids, oh, he got ADHD.
Well,
yeah,
that could be from the sugar, the high fructose.
Kids are supposed to be energetic.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to be eating all these Skittles that are banned, that have warning labels in England. Did you know a pack of Skittles in England that come from America have a warning label on them?
What? Don't eat the plastic?
No, don't. These contain toxic chemicals.
Like sugar?
No, like the dyes.
Oh, okay.
The stuff that Robert F. Kennedy's been advocating for years, which is why I'm glad he's in there more than anybody.
So why is it then, and this is just me, why is it then that all of these years we ate dirt, we've been eating all kinds of things, and did you knock my, and we didn't have all these problems. So why do we have these problems now?
I think some of it's got to do with we don't put our bare feet on the ground.
Mm-hmm. We want to keep all our kids safe. We
need to put our bare feet on the ground, and we need to get sunlight, and we need to not eat preservative. If it's in a box, there was a new. Why am I too loud? All right, well, just go to where I am. I'm on channel. Just.
Which one? This one or this one?
Right, mic check. Let's see.
Don't go changing. No, my mic's fine. Yeah, it's your mic that's high there. That sounds much better. Yeah, that sounds good.
Headphones volume.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna. The headphones are great, but anyway.
So am I still loud?
No, you're good. You're good now. So anyway, you're right about one thing. We don't want our kids to fall on the ground. We don't want them to get dirt in their hands. We want them to be safe from everything.
Well, not me. I advocated that.
Yeah.
A lot of dirt and stuff.
Do you realize some public schools won't even let you take a shower after a gym? So that means that you are going to play outside, and once you play outside, you're going to be funky in school all day long.
I didn't take showers.
Uh-oh.
We didn't take showers. We had showers, but
why
I'm glad because it'd be so much perversion going on. Say it wouldn't.
Wait a minute. So y'all would go outside and you would do you go outside and you would take gym, but you wouldn't shower.
No.
And so you wouldn't be stinking?
I mean,
yeah,
probably.
Of course you would be.
Probably.
And kids are cruel. When you stink, they tell you. Okay? So why do you think we could? I mean, if you join the military, you're going to take showers together.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be a little jealousy going on in there,
I've
but-
also heard, this
Yeah.
is just one guy told me this, but
Yeah.
he's a vet. He said, there's more homosexual activity than you think in the military these days.
Well, sure, but that don't bother me. Listen,
Homosexual activity.
yeah, but that don't bother me. Listen, if two guys
It
want
don't
to
bother you
No.
if you walk in and your bunkmate is getting waxed by Lieutenant Joe?
well, listen, as long as they ain't trying to wax me, I'm good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of time.
I know they don't need to go on in the military.
Well, no, what we don't listen. I'd rather have gay people in the military than this transgender crap. Okay, I just rather. Well, if you think that you are a woman, then the problem with you is that you're mentally ill.
That's 100%.
Okay, so I don't. But if you're gay, you like me, you like your same sex, then you know what you like.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't condone it, but we all do something wrong. I drink too many sodas. Always drink too many sodas. But I'm trying to give it up. No, I think. Do you know that they used to put real cocaine in Coca-Cola?
Yes.
I think they got a little bit still in there.
Nah.
I mean, I can't give them up.
The cost of cocaine is too high. Don't ask me how I know that. Don't ask
Well,
me. How
I mean, I just don't know. A lot of things going on. Christmas. So what are some of your favorite Christmas things you like to do?
Christmas things.
Yeah, what do you?
I don't really participate too much in it.
What are you, atheist or something?
No, quite the opposite.
Okay, so
I feel like Christmas is it's about consumerism and a white man with a beard. It's not about Jesus and representing the day he was born. It's more about consumerism, and it sickens me, makes me want to withdraw. And typically back when I was using harder substances versus sugar, using another kind of sugar, anyway, I would just withdraw, and now I'm getting better about just dealing with it, But I don't like, typically around the holidays.
But the principle of Christmas,
Yeah.
you got to agree with that.
No.
You don't agree with Christ coming to?
Oh, well, yes,
Yeah.
I agree with his
Right.
birthday and that it happened.
Right.
I don't agree with where culture is taking it. The
But
same way with Easter.
Right.
There's a big. Do you know the story behind why it's a bunny? It's a straight pagan gnome.
Right. What? There are a lot of paganism.
Fertility,
Right.
sex.
Right. There are a lot of paganism in many.
God,
Yeah.
when did the pagans become so dominant?
Well,
Man, that's a YouTube video that I might watch tonight.
yeah.
Because it's just weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, plus I don't like the financial strain it puts on a lot of families. It breaks my heart when I see, people pawning stuff and selling and just doing crazy stuff to get money. Like, you don't know how many females, being a single man for 12, 13 years, have hit me up around this time that don't normally text me on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, like, hey, I need to make some extra money because I need to get my kids some.
And what they want you.
What you think, man? What's the oldest profession in history?
Well,
And it's sad that people are that willing to, like, I don't know. I just don't like what it stands for, like, currently.
I mean, no. It's never changed what it stands for. We as human beings often change
We changed
what
it.
we stand for.
That's true.
Okay, so I'm just listen. I need a combo check right now. Somebody out there give us a call 521-2963. I just need one call just to make sure our phone lines are actually still working, and we only got one line. So if you call, just let it ring. I'll get to you. Just want to make sure that we got it out there because next week when we go full bore on this thing here, we want to make sure that everything is working. And Chasen is helping me out right now. Yes, Chasen. Now, if you need help setting up your own podcast, he doesn't charge too much, but
Or grass, or dishes, like we said.
yeah, or dishes or anything like that. He's willing to help you out.
If you need
Yeah.
your office cleaned.
Yeah.
If you need,
Yeah.
anything. Anything right
Yeah, he'll
now.
do. I mean, me too. I had a job till last week.
I feel you.
So-
Well, let's get us a few houses to clean, yards to cut. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Job. And if you're looking for an out of work talk show host, give a brother a call. I'm available.
Don't call him. I don't want him to do traditional media. Well, no, I take that back. I want you to do it, but I don't want you to make it priority because this could be bigger. And this video itself,
Yes.
If you don't get mad at me and erase it, anyway, this could be proof that like one day we had 4 viewers, and then one day everybody starts at 0.
Everyone starts at 0, right?
And you never know. It just takes 1 10-second clip of a video, and next thing you know, Kevin Elkins is being invited on Fox via satellite, and you're like,
Yeah. Well, that's
you know
true.
what I mean? That's
true.
how the celebrity system works.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. And talk shows, I've often said, should do one of 3 things that should make you think, make you cry, or make you laugh. One of those 3 things. And if you can't get one of those 3 things from listening to anybody, you shouldn't listen to them. Because thinking is a very important part of the human condition.
For sure.
And if you don't use it,
Yeah, well, a lot of times I was just watching something tonight about a lot of this stuff. People are addicted to the devices. I think we got a comment over there if you want to X that
X what out?
on the bottom screen over there. Yeah, down. No, down. That little box,
Oh, that right there?
just X it out. And there's a comment.
I don't see no comment over
Oh, there's no go up. There's no comment.
No, said thanks for this. Oh, Carlton Abraham. Hey, Carlton is the man. He used to be on with me on the radio all the time, but he went out and went someplace else. I don't know where he went. Too high stream resolution, action needed, whatever that
Don't
means.
worry about that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna worry about that anyway. Yeah. But again though, why do you listen to talk shows?
Well, I didn't until I started listening to yours.
Okay, then. Good.
Honestly.
But why did you even listen? Why did you even think about listening?
Because I like diversity, and it felt like you had excuse my terms, but you had the rednecks,
Oh,
you
yeah.
had the elderly,
I
African
like 'em.
American people.
I like them all. Yeah.
You had the Republicans, the Democrats, and that's what people. I think when you watch Fox and CNN, they're too leaning. Like, it feels good to like hear, like, of course, like last night, Oronde's a Democrat, obviously,
Right,
and y'all
right.
probably don't agree on a whole bunch of stuff.
Not too many things.
But you got respect for him, and
Absolutely.
I think really that politics has become some people's religion, and whatever you put before God is your idol. And sometimes even family members, when I walk in and I see them in a trance on Fox News, like,
Well, I think that everybody is right and everybody's wrong sometimes. The Democrats are not always wrong, most of the time, but not always wrong. Republicans are not always right, most of the time. So I think that we ought to be able to reach a happy medium, logic and reason and common sense. If we lose 2 of those in a conversation, the conversation is absolutely over. Okay? It's over. If you cannot articulate to me why you believe something. Name of this show is Decisions. And decisions are important because everything we do, it makes us make them. And even when we say we're not going to make a decision, what have we just done?
decided not to decide.
And that means we did decide. We decided not to. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do in this world that does not require a decision. The question is, are you armed enough? Okay, do you have enough wisdom? Do you have enough common sense in order to make the right decision?
That's right.
You know what wisdom is?
What?
Wisdom is the righteous application of knowledge. And the only way that you get wisdom is through life's experiences. You can't fake wisdom. It comes from here. It comes from all the expenses. I tell people all the time, your philosophy of life is important. Martin Luther King said, your philosophy of life. And he went on to tell people about what you should do. What is philosophy? I studied that in school. People don't know what it is. It is everything that makes up what you believe. Okay. It is your belief. It is your spiritual beliefs, how you got there. It is your secular belief, how you got there. We all have a personal philosophy. Some philosophies are good, some are bad, but we all have some. And what we have to do is we have to figure out what's right and what's wrong. I've often said that a young person, if they ever took the time to really listen to older people, they would not have a problem in the world.
Yeah.
But the problem is, like you, like me, when I was your age, younger, I thought I knew it all. I said, that old fool don't know that. You know, what are you going? Now that's back in the olden days. We got the new days now. Let me tell you something about the olden days. We're living in them now, because these days will be the olden days soon.
That's right. I think it was Socrates that said, they say it was Socrates, said something like, you start understanding what you know when you understand you don't know nothing. Something like that.
Well, the only thing that you can be absolutely sure of, is that you don't know everything.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing. You have to be willing to learn from older people.
Well, if you're not learning, are you growing?
No.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not. So, man, where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Me?
Yeah.
Hopefully with some land, a good business going. Hopefully I've made a movie or two by then, and I'll be able to affect positive change in the world. I've been a part of a couple videos that went like really good views, and to see the after effects of that was like the hug video with David Sadler back when
David Sadler, which was, he hung himself downtown the boat ramp one day.
Before that,
Yeah.
he did a hug video, which I helped.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw
And
that.
that just, it was like crazy. I mean, we had people, but I helped him do the hanging as well. We went out there the night before in yellow vest and rigged it up, and then so the next night he just.
So, what was the meaning behind the hanging?
It was so worth it. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. Well, I think for people to see that, like, there were people, regular people, like, man, I've heard about it and I've read about it, but damn, I ain't never seen it. You know, like, and these were African American people. So it was definitely a statement. He's a good social activist, and the chief told me directly one day. I was filming something at Robert E. Lee High School, and he said, we could have arrested him, but I know who he is, and I know that he wouldn't trying to do nothing malicious. But after 30 minutes or so, it got to the point where he started not being able to breathe because he was hanging, and the vest was like just tight on his chest, and so he had to come down. But
well, I never did quite get the concept, but was it a portrayal of Jesus?
It was something for the DOJ. It was I think it was after the Philando Castile thing that bothered him a whole lot, which it bothered a lot of people, me too. And so it was something to the DOJ. There was a sign that he was holding. I can't remember what it said.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get it, but I think everybody has a right to
it got attention.
One of the things that the Montgomery City Council is trying to do is cogitating on, and that is changing our flag for the city of Montgomery. Now, it's been changed before. They're thinking about changing. Now, there's a young man that goes to, I forget, one of these magnet schools named Trey something. Anyway, he was on the show with me before. He is trying to get our flag changed. Now, it's not the flag that's the problem. It's people that's the problem. Because if you really want to think about it, black folks were treated worse under the United States flag for a longer time than the Montgomery flag. So are we going to change the U.S. flag? Okay. Or do we really want to get into that? And then we'll find something else we need to change.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like the Robert Lee thing in front of the school. It didn't bother me at all.
I was there and I interviewed a girl that I went to school with. I think I went to school with her, and she was just like, my certificate still says Robert E. Lee and I went to Lee.
Yeah.
It didn't bother the average person. It bothered these, like, why am I too loud? I'm getting louder. So just where my mic is coming in on the 3rd channel, I think, you can turn me down a little bit.
Yeah, I can't tell which one. 1, 2, or 3.
Go the first. Look at the first set of buttons.
That says main.
No, the first set. Read from the left to the right. Go all the way to the left.
Right there.
To the left.
To the left.
Of the board.
Military left. Okay.
Military left. There we go. Now that's channel 1. Go to channel 2. Now go to channel 3.
Okay.
Now
Which comes after 2?
Yes. Now go down 1 knob. Man, if your neighbors suspect anything, this is gonna be. Go down 1 knob.
Oh, these are okay. I got it. So these are all the channels.
Yes.
1, 2.
You learn how to use
3,
one channel. You learn how to use all of them. So don't let that board intimidate you. Am I still loud?
Maybe you just talk loud anyway.
No, I don't. So you can turn me down.
Okay. Well,
On the bottom knobs are the level.
oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You didn't go down at all. You didn't go down at all.
Did you go down?
No. No, we didn't go down either.
All right. Well, there's a gain up there, and you can.
Yeah, you got to give me the OJT on that, bro.
This is the gain. So.
Oh, that's what I was doing right there. Okay.
This is you. This is me. So turn my gain down.
Okay.
It was.
Oh, that sounds better too. That sounds pretty good right there. Okay. There you go.
My gain's too high. Am I loud now?
Now that's good. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Anyway, again, I'm somebody give me a combo check here so I know my phone's working because I don't want to be sitting there else I'm going to bed. So our numbers on the thing right there 521-2963 521-2963. One of the things, and again, we want to change the flag, but let me tell you something about Alabama that just absolutely irks me. I understand the sacrifices that a lot of older people went through here. But they went through it so I could get a little bit further than them. I took my share of lumps and that like everybody has. So the next generation behind me, my son and everybody, they could do a little bit better. But it seems to me that the closer we come to a relationship that brings a cohesion between us, it seems that we have to ring the bell of racism all over again. And sometimes it ain't racism. Sometimes we just don't like each other.
Well, I know this city makes $1 billion a year in tourism based
on racism.
Yeah.
And which is when I talked to Brian Stevenson one time.
He's a great
guy.
I don't know him and I never talked to him, but I seen him walking. He waves.
Yeah, I talked to him.
The movie. I love what he's done.
But how and that one movie he put out
skating ring.
Yeah, that one movie he put out called Just Mercy, outstanding. But here's the problem. We don't seem down here in Alabama to be able to take that history and build ourselves up. History should be a stepping stone to something else.
Right.
Okay. Not be have it lag you on the neck. Okay, as an albatross. Right. And every time things go wrong, we got people say every time things go wrong, they think it happened because they were black. When Cumulus let me go, I didn't bring the race card up.
Well, I think there's less racism here than people realize.
It is less racism here.
Honestly. Now you go to Wetumpka.
hey! I know Jerry Willis. Yeah,
I like people in Wetumpka. Now you go to Prattville. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, well, Prattville.
Yeah, that's where the white flight went to. It's 16%. It's 16% Caucasians in Montgomery now.
Well, I don't know. It is a.
It's 82% Mexicans. I'm kidding.
Hey, leave my Mexican buddies alone.
I love them, man. Okay. I wouldn't live without them.
I wouldn't either. Okay. Well. And let's talk about the guy who got shot and killed. You never want to resolve yourself to violence. Let's just get that out front. That's not going to take the price
unless somebody's getting violent with you.
Right. That's not going to take the price of healthcare down. Okay, you ain't gonna get there no quicker by shooting the guy in charge of what's the name of his place he was in charge of?
Healthcare.
Yeah, United Healthcare.
Well, that's a different. This guy had a manifesto and everything.
Yeah, but
he read one.
But I will say one thing. I do not understand why healthcare costs in this country goes up so exponentially. And I haven't paid for a civilian doctor since 1977.
So you still go to the.
Yeah, yeah. And until they give me a bill, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Every time I walked out of the VA, nobody ever gave me a bill, and I'm thankful for it.
So they don't charge no money.
They don't charge me none.
Yeah, that's dope. That's
But
good.
but
They shouldn't.
Well, we pay with our bodies often.
You're damn right.
When we do the things, especially jumping out of airplanes, I'm still hurting now on some of the things. But that I knew what I was doing when I got involved in it. But I also knew they said, well, we'll take care of you. Okay. But anyway.
There's some people watching. It would be nice to get a parachute in here though and drape it. That'd be awesome.
Well, that would be awesome.
It would be kind of too big. You'd probably have to get like a, like not a fake one, but like a replica.
Yeah, replica. Maybe we can get a picture of one, or something in here.
I mean, the fabric would help.
Yeah, the fabric would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. Yeah. Then I'll people say, well, you ain't never jumped. That's one guy called the radio show. You ain't jumped out of no planes. Okay, well, I can prove I jumped, but you can't prove that I didn't.
Burden of proof is on you. So.
Yeah. I mean, I got a bunch of jumps, but he can't prove that I didn't.
I don't know. Like, is that something that you wanted to do as a kid, or did you just fall into that?
No, I'll give you the story.
No pun intended.
No. I'll give you the story. I went down there to join the Marine Corps.
Okay.
And as I began to sign the paper, I looked out my left eye, and the Marines got the best looking uniforms of everybody. I mean, they just sharp. And this guy had these gold wings on his uniform. And I said, okay, I want a set of those. Now I didn't know what they were. All I know is if I'm gonna wear that uniform, I want a set of them gold wings on my uniform. Well, he said, well, yeah, but I can't help you there. I said, how come? He said, there's a paratrooper. I said, well, I'll jump.
Oh, there's paratrooper wings.
Right. But the guy said I was too short. This is 1977, somewhere around there. And you had to be 5'9". Because the Army has 82nd Airborne, which I served with, 1st Special Forces, which I served with, SF, and the Rangers, which was my first unit in the Army, the 2nd and 71st Ranger Battalion. Right now it's called the Ranger Regiment. So I wanted to jump. Okay, I wanted to wear a beret, because we wore berets, right? I wanted to wear berets, and I wanted to wear my boots, blouse, because you could always tell a paratrooper going through. We used to wear what we call a cap. I don't really want to say what we call it, but it looks like a woman's.
What'd you call it?
Yeah, anyway, it's called a C cap. So
what'd you call it?
Well, I call it. It was cap. But we were able to wear. I know you've seen the old Army pictures. It looks like a little V, little on top of your head.
Oh yeah.
And what happened was that paratroopers were always able to wear this thing on their cap that legs couldn't wear. So, and I always wanted to be different. And this back in the day, the 70s. I'm 77, 78, somewhere in there. And so I said, okay. I want to do that. I wanted to wear my boots, blouse, shine boots. When I walk through the
girls, or was it for
it's always got
I
it's always girls. But I wanted to be part of the best that there was. And at that time, and I still think today, the Rangers are just some tough son of a guns.
But now you said that you were too short.
I was too short in the Marine Corps.
Okay.
To be airborne.
Okay.
Because back in the day, see, the Army's got a bunch of airborne units, not a bunch of airborne units, but we got.
So that's why you went over to the Army.
That's why I went to the Army. Because
so you didn't go through basic training with the Marines or nothing like that?
No. I wish I could lie, but somebody asked me one question.
Yeah, that's it.
Then
I ask you.
No, if they do ask me one question I couldn't answer, then they would kind of whoop ass on me. So we're gonna leave that alone.
That seems like an odd requirement, because there's some short.
There's plenty short guys, but in the Marine Corps, not airborne, they got a unit called Force Recon, and Recon, these guys are tough too. They kind of.
That's what I'm saying. Would you rather have 10 midgets or 5 big boys?
Well,
give me the 10 midgets.
Well, by the time you carry all of those pounds on your back,
exactly,
you understand why they want you to have a little bit of stoutness to yourself. our bags would run
Rucksack.
your rucksack, and not only the rucksack, but you had the rucksack, you had the parachute, you had the reserve, and depending on where you were going, you also had weapons case.
Okay.
If you're doing what is it?
Weapons case. Wow,
Yeah.
that had to have been heavy. There's a comment.
Oh yeah, what do you say? How you know? How can you see it and I don't see it?
My eyes are just scanning, Bo.
You
You
jumped
jumped
up
up
and down. That guy don't like me. But anyway,
He watches.
yeah, he don't
Thank
like
you
me.
for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. But he don't like. But anyway, so since I couldn't go, I want because I wanted me a uniform. Really, I wanted me one of those Marine Corps uniforms. But I did not. I wanted to be a paratrooper more than I wanted to be a Marine. Even though if I could have got it, I would have
So
got
the
it.
Marines have a paratrooper unit too?
Force Recon, yes.
Oh, okay.
But the Army has the 82nd Airborne, which I served. Again, we had Rangers, which I served in
So
those.
they have more paratrooper outfits.
Right, in the Army than they do.
Makes
Now,
sense.
a lot of people make fun of what I did in the Army. I was food service sergeant. Well, I was food service private, to begin with. And the
Their
day
asses wasn't there doing it, so who
they're right,
gives a
but
shit?
but the day I went in, you see, you could not join the Rangers unless there was a slot for you on that day that you joined the military. And the only thing they had available for that day, because I was hungry anyway, I had no place to stay, I was outside anyway. So
Yeah, that's what you can eat.
yeah, they said the only thing they had that day was a cook. Well, I figured to myself in my mind, okay, I'll sign up for that, but I'll get the hell out of this when I get in. And didn't work that way. Whatever you signed up for, that's what you had to do if you want to stay in the Rangers.
No military person would ever say nothing bad about that. I think civilians.
Oh no, military guys do. And
They don't eat. Imagine a damn. There's a pilot and a captain. They ain't had no
Yeah.
food, and you.
But
don't know?
I can tell you, jumping out of an airplane with all that stuff on your back, it don't make no difference whether you 11 Bravo, which is an infantryman, a 76 Yankee, which
Exactly.
you put your life on the line like everybody else does. Okay. Now I wasn't a door kicker because I didn't, that wasn't my job. But my job was to make sure they were fed.
So if you jumped into a war zone, if you had, then you would have been responsible for feeding them.
Yeah, we would have been responsible for feeding.
Oh wow.
We had something called what's called an MKT, which is a mobile kitchen unit.
Not MRE.
Not MRE. Now MREs came on later.
Okay.
What I carried.
Some nasty son of bitches, ain't they?
Well, what I carried what was called C rations, and they're cans, and you see them in an old movie. They had cigarettes in them,
Yeah.
cans, stuff like that.
Water, everything.
Yeah, that's what I carried. Well, the water didn't come with it. You had to wear your canteen.
Oh.
For the water.
But I've seen like canned water before, like back in the maybe World War I or something.
I don't think you've seen canned
And I
water.
did for the military. It was canned water.
Well, you probably saw what we call buffalo tanks, which had water in them, but I don't think you've seen canned water, bro.
We
No.
can look it up.
Yeah, we
next
can look it up.
episode.
Yeah, we can. We didn't see canned water.
But yeah, now, so yeah, that's nuts. I wouldn't do. Now, have you ever skydove for leisure? Would you ever? do
No,
that?
no. I was scared every time I did anyway. So I
Yeah, but
wouldn't.
You were scared, but you signed up to do it. How
Well,
were you scared?
because you know what courage is?
What's that?
Courage is doing that which you are afraid of, but because you do it because you have to.
So you went in. That's a good quote. You went in scared. You knew you were scared.
Right, I knew it.
But you knew you were gonna get over it.
Well, I didn't know I was going to get over it now, or whether I was going to die. But Martin Luther King said, until you find something worth dying for,
What do you?
it's not worth living.
Yeah.
And I was willing to die coming out that airplane to be with the best that there was. And the Rangers were the best that there was at that time. And that's where I was going to go.
And didn't you say the day before you jumped, somebody?
That's right. Somebody came in streaming
How
to Fort
many people
Benning.
quit that day?
A lot of people quit. That
Why
day.
didn't you quit?
Because quitting, it becomes a habit.
That's right. That's
You know?
right. Yeah.
And I mean, you want to spend your whole life saying, I should have did it? No, you do what you have to do when you have to do it. William Halsey, which was a 5-star admiral in he was a fleet commander of the United States Navy and during the Pearl Harbor. Right after Pearl Harbor got attacked.
I seen the movie.
That's
and
right.
That's why I remember the name.
And he said, there are no such thing It's extraordinary people. There are ordinary people who do extraordinary things
Wow.
under extraordinary circumstances. And I believe that. Because if your child was about to get hit, and the only way you could save them, you'd push them out of the way, even from it giving your own life. You're a regular guy. But that extraordinary circumstance right there made you exhibit courage. Okay? So courage is doing what you have to do at the time you got to do it. So.
That's similar to what I used to say. I want to tell extraordinary stories of ordinary people.
Right. And same thing.
Because
Ordinary people.
athletes and movie stars, we see that all the time, but the average guy has got an amazing story too.
Yeah. The average guy does too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is like the climax of our viewership. You see how it goes? And now we're just sitting here. No, y'all call in. I tell you what, the first person that calls in, we'll get you number one from McDonald's or Taco Bell. No extra sour cream.
yeah, no extra sour cream, nothing like that.
No.
Anyway, so y'all can give us a call if you want to.
But yeah, that would be nice to get some gift certificates to give away. People would
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, I'll
I've
probably-
done that before for Bibb Street. I think Dreamland gave me some gift certificates.
Yeah, yeah.
Just,
I'll do some of
and
that.
people they'll call in for something free now.
Yeah, something free. Yeah, especially in Montgomery. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, my audience, for the most part, over these years, wouldn't call in because they're conservatives. You know.
They got bread.
Yeah. I'm not a conservative. I'm just not a liberal. So I truly am a moderate who leans to the right, because I believe that the Republican philosophy, the conservative philosophy, is better for me than the Democratic philosophy.
I just got into politics a few years ago, and I'm 42, and it's obvious for somebody that don't know nothing about politics.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats complain a lot. Republicans get more shit done.
Yeah.
That's just what I observed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They complain a lot. It's like, get the shit done.
Yeah. That's right. I'd start to say this was radio, but it ain't. So you can.
I'm sorry. Well, no. Now you had William Boyd on there last night. Fuck. He didn't give a shit. I mean,
yeah. Well,
he dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah, I didn't know he dropped. I didn't know he dropped the F-bomb. No, I didn't know.
You got.
Well, whatever.
Watch your own stuff for feedback sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
No, he did it. He was like, where the fuck you at? Anyway, yeah. Sorry, Mom. She don't care. I think cussing is it's okay as long as I'm not cussing and with anger behind it. But anyway, I respect your show. Tuckerville, what?
Yeah, Tuckerville wants the FBI to move to Redstone Arsenal.
In Huntsville?
Yeah, I guess so. He said, wouldn't it be great to have the entire FBI agency in Huntsville, Alabama? Well, I think they need to get out of Washington, though. I think what they did to Trump over the years was absolutely atrocious. I think what they would do was un-American.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna happen. Come on, man.
Yeah, well.
That's Space City. All they gonna get is rockets, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway, Alabama's 9 electors officially cast votes for Trump and Vance. The Electoral College is vital to protect the character of our nation, according to 1819 News, as a matter of fact.
They already won. Why do they got to go through that?
Because you have to make it official. You have to make it official. So, and the Electoral College is a big part of that. Again, if you want to give us a call, you can.
What's coming up this weekend? Plans? Christmas Eve is what, Monday?
No, Christmas. No. Christmas Eve is Tuesday. Monday is when we're going out to give the money away for Helping Hands. We're going to give the money away for those people right there. We got people who don't know we're coming, but we're going to show up and show them.
Man.
Yeah. Give them money for Christmas. Hopefully enough to at least make a difference in some, pay a light bill, a couple of bills, whatever they got to do. But I tell you. Let me see what else is going on. 17 Republican governors urged Congress to pass workforce bill with state flexibility. There's an issue in the state right now with money. Last year one of our state senators, our state representative, whoever that was, I don't know if that was that Figures? Well, no, he wasn't House representative. One of the things they did, they say overtime pay would not be taxed. Well, they didn't tax it, and now the state legislature is saying, "Whoa, we lost $230 million." But that's a lie, because if the people had not worked overtime, you wouldn't have got the money anyway. A lot more people worked overtime because they knew whatever they worked overtime, they could get their money.
That's called logic
And reason. Okay, so now they want to charge. So basically, what they want to do is, and I want to thank Dale Jackson for
I like Dale.
for
I've met him before. He's cool.
for bringing this up, because what we want to do now in June, I think it ends in June, and they want to give everybody now a tax hike, because if you start taxing their overtime, that's a tax hike on people. So, and what I don't understand, you can't lose what you were not going to get. So if I know I can work overtime and I can get extra money and that money is untaxed, I'm going to work. You want to work overtime? Okay, hell yeah, I want to work overtime. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure. That ought to be that way, for sure.
Yeah, but they won't. But the state legislature, we missing $230 million. No, you're not. You wasn't going to get it anyway. The only reason why you think you're missing it because people decide to work overtime. Okay, because what it does, it puts people in a higher tax bracket.
Yeah.
And you pay more money. So that's crazy. You know, no, I'm hope the governor can talk some sense into these legislators. I mean, they never get enough money.
We tax too much.
You know, education. My God, every time you hear something about education, they want more money.
Dude, it's 10% here. Can it get any higher?
Well, I'd rather pay a higher sales tax than anything else. And people say, why? Because I don't have to buy anything.
That's true.
Okay, I don't have to go out and buy a new car. I don't have to do it. So if I decide to buy these things, then that means I'm willing to pay.
Like in Florida, it used to be a lower food sales tax, which I thought was smart.
Yeah.
Food sales.
But let's not be swindled. For years they've been talking about getting rid of the sales tax on food. What do you think is going to happen if they get rid of sales tax on food?
People gonna save a little money? Buy
No.
more groceries?
No.
Okay.
No. Think about it. Logic and reason. If they getting $50 million a year from sales tax on food, and they say, okay, we're not going to charge any more sales tax on food, what do you think is going to happen? Think about it. Take your time. I got all night. Think about it. Logic and reason. They're not going to charge that $50 million.
What, they're going to go up on food prices?
No. That wouldn't help that. No. But you're close.
They're going to go up on something.
Exactly. They're going to get that $50 million from someplace else. So now next time you go to the drugstore and get some medicine, or the next time you get some gas or whatever the case may be, it's going to be higher because they're not going to give up $50 million. Okay, they're not good. Now, the $230 million that they say they're losing because they're not taxing overtime. Well, it's kind of disingenuous because they wouldn't have got, if I'm not going to work overtime, you're not going to get the money anyway.
Did Aronde last night when he said 331? That's 331 million city budget here in Montgomery.
Right. 300. That's a lot of money. You know, that's a lot of money. But
what's
now,
the population in Montgomery?
I think
300,000, something like that.
No. I wish, no.
280.
Well, if you talk about the whole incorporated with the rule and everything.
Right. So let's just do some math.
Yeah, it's about 225, 250 somewhere around there.
Let's do 250 just for the sake of experiment, and I'm going to divide that into 331 million.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them to hit you up on here if it's not personal.
Yeah, it says Auburn, so that means that it's a. That means that it's one of them fake calls. Oh, let me see.
It might not be.
Okay, let me see.
We're worldwide. Yeah,
it's from a place called 334 Picks. What am I picking? Don't worry about it. Okay.
That is our area code.
Yeah, that is Auburn. Anyway, so what were we talking about?
331 million. Yeah, 331 million divided by 250.
Yeah, let's go.
1,000?
Yeah, let's go 250. Yeah. Same guy called me back. Hold on, let me see what.
Just answer.
Okay.
4 pics. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Okay then. I don't know what they're trying. Okay.
Press 1.
Okay.
Anytime, you may press star to join the call.
Star.
Yeah.
Did they call you on Google Voice?
Well, let me see what this is. Hello.
Kevin.
Who is this?
Kevin.
Yes.
Kevin Chase.
This is who? Yeah. What can I do? What can I do for you?
You said call in, right?
Oh, not at this number, man.
521-2960.
33. You on my cell phone?
But that's the number on your screen.
No, it ain't. It's 521.
Oh, you didn't answer it from the computer. Just tell them to hit you back right quick. Thank you for
Oh,
calling.
oh, and listen. 334. 521-2963.
That's the number I'm on.
All right, just hey, just.
Oh, my bad. Wait, hold. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I got it now. I was screwed up.
All right, bye.
Okay, now call me back. I get you.
Hit him back right there.
Right where?
Is just hit that phone.
Oh, so this has got to be uncovered in order to. Oh yeah.
That's it. I don't know.
Call from 334 pics. To accept, press 1.
Okay, I got you now.
Okay, so we're all right now, huh?
Yep. Yeah, it's not coming.
Okay, you were talking about taxes.
Well, we're talking about the tax thing that no. Mm-mm. Yeah, we were talking about the tax, but that's not going through the system now. Okay, we were talking about the tax. If anytime the government gives you money, then they're gonna get the money from someplace else.
Well, Kevin, are you talking about state or federal government?
Well, especially the state. The state, it'll just come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what taxes do, right?
Well, they fund things.
You know, they fund the things that we as citizens enjoy, that we need and enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
So if we get rid of that overtime tax, and the federal government is talking about doing the same thing also, do you need me to call back on another line or something?
No,
Well, but he can't hear himself either. We can.
he can hear you.
Yeah, but nobody else can hear him.
Yes, they can.
I can.
It's coming through OBS. It's just the computer speakers aren't routed through the new mixer.
Oh, okay then.
Keep the conversation going. They can hear it
How you know?
because it's coming through OBS.
Anyway, yeah. Listen, I know what the money does, but I also know if they take if they take taxes off food, they're gonna get the money someplace else. The citizens.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. You know where they're gonna get it from, right?
From us.
Because Chase was sitting there talking about Florida not taxing food.
Right, but they're taxing
Correct.
something else to get the money.
Yeah, you know what they're taxing? Property tax. Alabama has one of the lowest property tax of all 50 states.
But we also have one of the highest sales tax.
Damn right.
Yeah, but sales tax is a variable. Because just like you said, if you don't buy anything, you don't have to worry about those taxes.
Right. So I'd rather have a higher sales tax than a food tax. But don't tell me that if you take tax off food, we're not going to pay. We will pay one way or the other. We're going to pay for it.
Well, I'm telling you, you're going to pay, Kevin. You're going to pay with property tax.
Right. I pay property tax right now.
So that's the only way. And the property tax you pay today is nothing compared to the property tax that people pay in Florida, or in Texas, or in New York.
Well, Florida, of course, is a destination state for a lot of old fogies who want to go down and spend all their $1 million they saved over their lifetime. So I can understand that. Plus, they save on I would think they would save on electric bills or in the wintertime because they don't get that cold down there. So Alabama Power can't stick it to them. So
Well, then they have to pay for the air conditioning, Kevin.
Yeah, but they don't get that hot down there, do it?
Yes, it gets hot, Kevin.
Who is this, by the way? What's your name?
Cleo. We know each other from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just saying the government never gives money away. They just figure out how to get it
No, well,
someplace else.
well, Kevin, in this type of government we have, taxes make the world go round.
That's true. Yeah, we gotta have them. We do have to have them, but don't lie to us and make us think, oh, we're gonna take money, we're gonna take taxes off food, and all of a sudden it's gonna be kumbaya. It
Well,
isn't. We're gonna pay something.
well,
we're gonna pay taxes on something else.
Well, we just had someone run for president and won, saying that they were going to take taxes. They were going to stop taking taxes off of overtime.
Right. But
Okay.
that's a win-win for the citizen because that's money that they wouldn't have gotten if people didn't work overtime.
Well, Kevin, most people that work overtime are going to work it regardless, if it's taxed or not taxed, because they need that overtime.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I was one of those citizens that worked a lot of overtime. You know, I worked a job in construction where I worked time started on Thursday. Well, time started on Friday. You got me in there, Chase?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm in
Yeah.
there. Well, my time started on Friday.
Well,
and I worked construction.
Well,
Monday afternoon at 12 o'clock, I was on overtime.
Yeah, I listen. I feel you. It's just that it's a shell game, though. You may lose a tax here, but you're going to gain it someplace else.
Okay. Well, Kevin. Well, let's talk about taxes real good here. I know you don't have a lot of callers. It's new. Let me get in here. And get my time. All right. Let's talk about taxes. You know when we started taxing Social Security?
They're taxing Social Security?
You remember when they started taking taxes out of Social Security?
Well, no, I wasn't here. I think that's 1932.
No, it wasn't. No, I didn't say when they started Social Security
no.
payments out.
Do they tax Social Security?
When they started taxing Social Security.
I didn't know they taxed it.
You pay taxes on your Social Security.
Okay, I don't get that much. So.
How long have you been drawing?
About 5.
How long have you been drawing?
About 5 years.
Okay, if you haven't been paying it, I guarantee the IRS will talk to you.
Okay, well, I mean, but when I put it in the thing though, we put the income in the. I purposely have tried not to make a lot of money because the more somebody said what was it when the rapper said more money more problems. So I want to make more.
That's the wrong rapper to reference right now.
I mean, why do I want to make more money and they're gonna take
more? But you're getting off the subject.
Yeah.
There. Social Security started being taxed on Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
You know what he cut so they could get the money from Social Security from the poor people had worked all their life that were dependent on that Social Security. Because there was no 401ks back then. Few people had pensions. That was during the time the end of the pensions were coming in. But they cut the income tax on the high interest earners from 70% down to 30%. So the rich got to keep their money. I mean, I wish I could get in with you guys there so I could throw you some charts up.
Yeah, well, I'm not mad at rich people for getting their money.
Well, okay, but are you mad at poor people not having any money? You worked your whole life. Your mother had worked her whole life, and then she was getting her Social Security, and it was taken away from her.
Well, let me ask you a question. Though. Most of us, not all of us, but most of us that find ourselves in our current financial situation, would you agree is our own fault?
Yes, Kevin. If you did not get a pension from the United States government and some compensation from the VA, could you live off of your Social Security too?
No.
Okay.
No, couldn't. But
okay.
But now
you know how many Americans are that way?
Oh, sure. Most yeah. I don't understand how people get $700 a month and have to live. I mean, it's tough.
But the federal government taxes that $700 a month, Kevin.
I don't think so. I think it's
yes, they do, Kevin.
There's a certain amount of money that you have to make before they tax your Social Security.
So, Kevin, look at your 1099-R from Social Security. You get that every year.
Where you
You should be getting it in
You still
January.
there?
Your 1099 off. Yes, I'm still
Okay.
here.
Well, I'll look at it, but I was told because I made sure I didn't go over the limit because I mean, why make more money if they're just going to take more? So I don't.
Well, it is taxed.
Well, they told me only if you make a certain amount of money they tax it. But it doesn't. If my understanding, if you own Social Security and you work in a job someplace, adding income to what you're getting, I think that's tax. But
Well, Kevin, okay. Well, if it's between, if you make above $25,000, if you get that much in income coming in, Social Security tax is benefit up to 50% of what your Social Security tax is. If you're below the poverty level, with $25,000, it's way below the poverty level.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it taxed me now or taxed me later. We can't get overtime. But I'm just saying, my issue with the income, with the tax on overtime, it's a fraud by the state and these people, because this is what they say. Well, we lost $230 million. Well, no, you didn't. You wasn't going to get the $230 million if I didn't work overtime. If a lot of people didn't work overtime.
Yeah. Man, those people that work out there at Hyundai, they bank on working in overtime if it's taxed or not taxed.
Okay. Well, it used to be, though, they taxed it, and now they don't. And because more people are working overtime now, because they can make additional money, now the government said, well, now let's come on in there and get some of that. So.
Well, because they have to cut things back, Kevin. That takes money out the pot.
But it's money that wouldn't have been in the pot.
No, it was in there. It was always in there. You just said it. Some of the people may not have worked overtime because they were going to pay taxes, but I don't know many people that won't work overtime.
Well, I ain't working overtime.
So they won't have to pay more taxes.
I ain't working overtime.
That's just like you got some people out there, and I'm going to tell you this, we got people out there that won't get a job because they'll lose their welfare.
That's true. Or their disability or whatever.
Well, welfare ain't paying that much, is it?
Well, but they won't. We got people that won't work a job because they'll lose their Section 8.
Well, I know some people won't work a job because child support to get them. That's a, yeah, that's a shame.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's a shame. But I don't know. Well, I think that the state legislators ought to let people along with this little money. Let people. I mean, we still behind since COVID. You know, we got people that lost their businesses and all kinds of things since COVID because the government made them shut it down. And so,
well, Kevin, we're gonna lose a lot of hospitals around here because we didn't take that Medicaid expansion money.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I mean, look at South Alabama. How many hospitals closed down in South Alabama?
Don't know how many. I know they say that Jackson here is in trouble. So
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, everybody's in trouble right now. Merry Christmas, Nimrod.
Hey, we don't have to get you on. We have to get you on StreamYard or something.
Yeah, I actually got a StreamYard account. I'm gonna figure out how to put that so you can actually join us in the blue room and come online with us. Anyway, hey man, I appreciate the call so we can talk. But we'll have the StreamYard up next week sometime.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Well, I guess it's almost time for me to go. I don't know where my mic went. Oh, there. That sounds a lot better right there, though. I got to get right in front of the microphone. So. Huh?
It's a recording mic, so that's the main.
Ooh. Oh yeah. I got the right man. That's kind of loud though. But so how do I turn me down? Am I on 1 or 2 or 3?
Turn your headphones down.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I didn't know that. Man, I'm dumb when it comes to this stuff. Well, it ain't the first time. Anyway, well, guys, listen. We're gonna go, and that's right. So I forgot your Google number when it rings.
I guess it's got to be up, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Mine don't, I don't think, on my Mac, but we're gonna figure out how to run this computer audio into this mixer, so you don't have to listen to it on the speaker.
Yeah, because that's kind of difficult. You can't really hear. It's kind of muffled, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we learning
just
that.
another thing.
Just another thing we gonna fix it. That's right. Well, listen. Anybody got any other questions? Nimrod, pray to good morning, Nimrod. Thanks again for your help, along with Christy Fuller. I want to thank her for her help. My good friend Mike Prescott and Kathy, thank them for their help. Let's see, State Farm guy, Willie Durham, thanks for his help in our thing. So Monday, I and Randy, however you say it, I just crucified the English language. We'll be out passing out the money to people who don't have any idea that it's coming. And so we're going to do that. I didn't raise as much money this year as I normally would because the radio station came and said, "Hey, you know that job you had?" I said, "Which one?" So anyway, but next year we'll do it bigger and better. I think this is going to be my last year trying to do it this way. I think next year we're going to find one family, and change their life. One family and change their life. That's going to be an all year project. But that's what we want to do. And I appreciate everybody tuning in to us. Next week, now we're going to be doing this in the daytime, so hopefully we will have. But we're working out the clinks and the chinks right now. The guy behind me.
What'd you just say? The clinks and the chinks.
Well, clinks, chinks, the chinks, the kinks. What I meant, kinks.
We need to observe all.
Is that a bad word? I don't know. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't. Oh, I guess it sounded like.
But you didn't mean it like that. I was just being comedic relief.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're working out the little problems here. And the guy behind me, you'll see walk behind me. That's my producer, sort of like. He's going to get me straight. Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. He's the producer. So anyway, we're getting this together, and we're gonna have some terrific. Because I wasn't planning on coming on tonight, but he always. Yeah, we're doing a test. So, because I got a lot of things written down that I want to talk about that I didn't get an opportunity to do it tonight. But however, we'll get it together, and we're gonna give some stuff away as soon as I can figure out how to do it. And soon somebody give me something to do it. I mean, you're right. It's better if you talk on the side right here.
A lot of restaurants will give you gifts tickets.
Yeah, just for the. Yeah.
40,000 people. 43,000 video views. 43.9. You've made $2.63.
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. I mean, we'll keep adding it up there as it goes.
And that's just from your. Yeah.
But tune in to us because we are going to have conversations that nobody in this town is going to have.
Yes.
And
how many people?
I can't hear you. Not through my microphone. Not through my headphones.
Mic check.
Okay.
Mic.
Okay, there you go. I need to turn you up a little. Give me a mic check.
Don't say that. Mic. Go up to channel 4 and turn that first knob up a little bit. That's the gain.
Right here, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Little bit.
Okay, there we go.
Little bit.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, good.
But yeah, how many people do you think that, or do you know? I don't know if you can measure it, but how many people did you reach a month on radio? You think?
10 to 20,000.
Well, we've reached 10.9. Well, not necessarily reached. Hold on.
Yeah.
We 10.9. It's up 849%.
Okay. Well, once we get the word out, and soon as we, because the conversation.
36,000 people you reached.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And the deal is though, people want to talk. People want to give their say because that's pretty good. But we're so afraid of conversation in America today. Really, that's why I'm glad that Trump's back in, because when Trump was in, you didn't have to be on your tippy toes to say Merry Christmas to people. You could mention the name of God and not feel like you just said something bad. So I'll take Trump over Biden any day, over the Democrats any day. But I'm not saying the Democrats are all wrong, But and it's the national Democrats that are wrong, not local folks here.
All I want to say is that
Yeah.
what's her name? AOC.
AOC, yeah.
She is beautiful.
And she is crazy as a roach with spray on
That's
her.
why that adds to the beauty.
Okay. Well, listen, she's using a lot of your money
I mean,
to be
she-
beautiful.
What is she, Hispanic?
I don't know. She's a liberal. That's all I know.
I would cook her a liberal steak, and it'd be a fake vegan steak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she's
Okay.
hot.
Okay. Well, you ought to call her up. I give you a number to her office if you want.
Hit her up on Twitter.
Yeah, hit her up on Twitter. Yeah, because she's always there. Anyway, folks, we appreciate you tuning in with us tonight. Again, this is a work in progress, and if it wasn't for Chase in here, I wouldn't.
Stop.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for you.
No,
trust me,
I don't not set this.
I could set all this up.
Yeah.
It's just like a race car. Maybe let's equate this to a race car.
Yeah.
I could maybe build a race car hypothetically, but if there ain't a good driver.
Yeah.
So
I hear you.
so come on now.
See, now I'm going to start advertising the show over the weekend and get ready for our helping hand. And to all the people who gave this year, unfortunately, on December the 2nd, ended my reign on talk radio for a little while. And so I wasn't able to collect all the money that I really wanted to. I was going for $10,000 this year, but we didn't make anything. But we did make a couple. So we're going to help some folks out come Monday who have no idea we're coming. Because here's what we do. Nobody can ask us for money. It's too late to do it anyway. Today was the last day. I went to and again, I want to thank the radio station for letting me keep coming up there, seeing whether or not we have another letter up there. And I went up there today, and we got all the letters we're gonna get. And so I just want to thank them for allowing me to still, because normally when you leave a radio station, normally
They don't even want you back in the bill.
yeah, they don't. But you know what? They gave me the utmost respect. I'm going to give them the utmost respect. And everybody has an expiration date. But my mother, here's what my mother said, and I'll leave you with this. And I'm pretty sure your mother said something too, like it. Never burn bridges behind you.
That's true.
Okay? Because you never know what's in front of you and if you have to go back to the place you just came. So always be kind, always be chivalrous, always be nice to people, okay? And next week, we're going to start our lessons of life. And that's when I come on, I'm going to give you a lesson of life that we learn through living. And so tonight, when I leave you, I am going to leave you with this one. Everyone in their life will come to a situation where they have to stand up. And they have to stand by themselves. And sometimes you got to take a stand all by yourself, and that's cool. But just remember, the consequences will come. But if you believe it in your heart, if you believe it in your soul, stand for what you think is right. Okay? But just remember, every good turn, for every lesson taught, there is a cost. Be prepared to pay the cost. But in the end, you will win. That's what logic and reason is all about. You will win. You can't change it. And nature, you cannot change nature. You can only mess with it. Let me tell you something. It'll get you back. Okay, it'll get you back, So you could change, like this whole thing with transgender stuff. If God wanted you to be a woman or a woman to be a man, he'd have made you that way. So you can mess with nature if you want to, but nature always wins every time it's tried. So sometime in your life, you got to make a stand. And sometimes you got to do it all by yourself. Just remember, there comes a cost. Be ready to pay it. But in the end, you will win. Just got to go through a couple things before you get there. Anyway, good morning to you. Or afternoon to you, whatever it is. What is it? It's nighttime? Yeah, it's 7:56. 56. Okay, gotta go. I would play a going out song, but then
I got all that.
Okay, got all that.
It's coming.
Okay, it's coming. All right, good. Because I know if I play something on here, they're gonna say, your thing won't be heard in certain countries and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got a non-copyrighted song.
Okay, good.
Too bad we can't play Sexy Red, the rapper.
Why can't we play? Oh, yeah. Is that the one
It
with no
was a
clothes
joke.
on all the time? No, that's a stallion.
There's several of them.
Yeah, stallion. Why can't people just use their talent without using their body? I don't mind looking at the body. Don't get me wrong. But but when you get a certain age, you realize that looks, like all fame is fleeting, looks are too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just saying, I still look good for all these years. I understand. But sooner or later, I'm gonna look like an old man.
Nah, black don't crack.
Yeah, black don't crack. Yeah, but
White
it
is very crackly.
but it but it does get old.
I feel you.
Anyway, good afternoon, and again,
It's not afternoon.
can somebody tell me how do we, I want all my friends to know that we doing a live, so
They go and there should be on the live, there should be a get notifications whenever they go live. If not, there's a way to favorite the page, and I'm pretty sure, like I showed you earlier, go to the favorites.
Yeah.
And
okay, we'll figure it out.
They'll well, yeah, I could make a video and just kind of show them on the video, but
Yeah. And don't forget to share. I never say that. Don't forget to share the video. Even if you don't like it, that's fine. Somebody will. If you don't like it.
oh, here it is. I found it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
And I will clip this, and we can just use this as a separate video because
Okay.
I'm actually recording all this.
Okay.
So I found it. All right. So you go to. This is the rendezvous. Using him again.
Yeah.
And there's a follow button. If you got an iPhone, Android, following. You see that following button? We're gonna hit that following button. Okay. That following button. We're gonna hit it, and it's gonna show this at the bottom, right?
Yeah. It's gonna show what at the bottom.
Default, unfollow, and favorites.
Oh.
What you do is hit that favorites button right there.
Oh, okay then.
So hit that favorites button.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
That's what you do.
All right. We'll give a class on that next week.
No, it's
Yeah, I know.
now.
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying, brother. I hear you. Anyway, we gotta go, so I gotta turn this off now. So we'll see you guys later on.
Don't forget to say your prayers.
Don't forget to say your prayers. That's true. Now I just gotta remember. Oh, stop recording, right?
Well, stop streaming first. Now start recording.